Progress towards mastering the playbook and really just knowing the ins and outs and, where we could take chances and where we have to, rely on our technique. So that's helped a lot and made us all more confident in our play.
It's obviously like kind of an unusual situation with so many transfers. And guys. Like, how do you guys work to kind of build chemistry this summer?
Yeah, I mean, we're just having fun, going at it, competing every day. That's something that's great about having so many good dudes around you. It's not like a bunch of dudes who never played came and transferred here. We all have experience. And we're just excited to compete every day and go against a great O-line, and it's getting us better every day, so we're enjoying it.
You always hear about like team bonding the O-line does. Were you guys doing any of that kind of stuff over the summer?
Yeah, of course. Especially like it was mentioned, we had so many transfers.
Right.
Or you mentioned that. So many transfers, so we needed to gel a little bit and get to know each other because it's not like we came in together or we've already been together for a year or so. So we had to make up for lost time.
Anything fun you guys did?
Cool? Not in particular, but we had some team events, the water park, movies, and, we spent a lot of time together as a D-line. So,
how does the depth of the defensive line here compare to, other defensive lines you've played on? It seems like there's like 10, 12 guys who just kind of rotate in at like all the different positions.
100%. I could definitely say that I've never played on the D-line so deep before. It's so much competition, and we're all really progressing and pushing each other to get better, and it's a lot of fun when you have that many guys that can get the job done.
You're only working at defensive tackle as well.
Yes, sir.
How many of you guys do you expect to rotate in and out of games, and what do you see for your role?
Yeah. So Coach Steele always talks about there's not 11 starters. There's going to be 20 starters, 25 starters, especially with D-line. Some of the best D-lines, especially nowadays, how the college football landscape, it's a lot of hurry-up offense and trying to tire out the D-line. So, we're going to probably rotate a bunch of guys, like 6 to 8, maybe, I don't know how many, but I'm sure a lot of dudes are going to play.
Can you tell us about Antonio Moultrie's skill set? We didn't get to watch him much.
Yeah, I think he's coming up next, but he's explosive, and he's got a lot of quick twitch, and he's a big body, so he has room to grow, and I think we all have room to grow, but he's done a really good job coming into fall camp and not playing spring and adjusting to everything, learning the playbook. He's done a really good job.
Jake, you're speaking very highly of the D-line. What are you guys doing well in practices that leads you to believe this has been good line?
Yeah, we're putting in the effort, and we're really relying on each other, and we're just building that chemistry every day. So I might be with Moultrie on one series, and then the next series I'll be with Daryl Jackson, and we're learning how to play with each other and just stuff like that. And Coach Joe's really big on that, on learning how to play with another guy. So
you've played against some Mario Cristobal offensive lines at Oregon.
Yeah.
How does this offensive line look, compared to maybe those Oregon lines?
Man, I think really highly of this offensive line, especially just it's 5 guys who work really good in unison together, and it's basically like the tackle knows exactly where the guard's going to be, and the guard knows exactly where the center's going to be, and they're just really in tune with each other, and they work well off each other.
The DBs yesterday we spoke to kind of talked about how it doesn't really matter how there's like a starter or not, so it's just going to be situational and stuff. Is that going to be the same kind of thing on defensive line?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at with Coach Steele saying there's 25 starters. Even if we put out the starting depth chart and there's 11 guys starting, but he plans to rotate in a bunch of guys and have 22 to 25 guys who he could just put in without a second thought and know there's not going to be any busts on this play. Everybody's going to do their job and do it well. So,
is being a starter or first team, is that like a point of pride for you and the other guys, or is it just kind of we're all gonna get our time on the field?
Yeah, I feel like it's more like we're all gonna get our time on the field. It's more of a team mindset. No one really cares who starts. We all know we're gonna play. As long as you're proving that you can be trusted every day and you're going hard every day, you're gonna play. So we're all just trusting in that.
What have you heard about Hard Rock Stadium, the atmosphere, what you're thinking about for the opener and beyond?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest, I've heard that it gets a little bit it doesn't sell out well, but I'm expecting it to sell out well this year just because there's a lot of hype around everything we're doing, and I'm very excited because just being from the area, I'm going to have all my family and friends at the game, and it's going to be great. And something that I never really got to experience back at the other school.
Have you been to games there before?
I have, but only Dolphins
only
games.
Only Dolphins
yeah.
games. Never been to games.
Yeah.
Jake, has there been a lot of cross-training going on with you guys playing at different spots along the defensive line?
Well, for me in particular, I've just been playing D-tackle, so that consists of 3 technique and nose guard, which would be a 2-eye. And then we also have some 3-down stuff, play some 4-eye, play some 0, head up, nose. So it's a little of everything.
And then what does Leonard Taylor really bring to that lineman?
man, he's explosive. He's still a young buck, and he's got a lot to learn, but he's physically, he's there. So once it all clicks for him, man, I don't even know what to say. He has so much potential. It's scary.
We'll do a couple more for Jake.
Leonard Taylor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Between him and Jared, both of those guys are like really, I think like the tackle for loss per snap.
Yeah.
Is probably like, are those two like kind of, it seems like the potential for those two to be like real game changers.
Yeah,
Pretty high,
yeah,
right?
I agree. Jared, super quick. He's nimble for his size. He's got great footwork. He has a basketball background, and that shows up. So man, yeah, we got some dudes. I'm excited.
Jake, what would you say is the biggest difference between the USC coaching staff and this Miami coaching staff?
I would say everybody is on the same page. Like the coordinators and the position coaches, everybody is just in tune with each other. Like I've been at USC, and like the D coordinator will tell you something, and then the D line coach will coach you up a different way, or like tell you a different assignment on a play, and like it's just confusing. Like, but that doesn't happen here. Everybody's really in tune with each other, and they get this stuff communicated well.
Thanks, Jacob.
Of course, very deep. We have a bunch of starters at every rotation. And it's just great having that much depth at the D-line.
And like, is it a point of pride, like whoever the starter is, or is it kind of like we're all going to get time on the field, all going to get rotated in and stuff?
We're all playing our role. We're all starters. We're all one. We know that. Just playing the role at Junior.
It's such an unusual thing where there's like 5 transfers all coming from different places. How do you guys work to kind of build that chemistry over the last few months?
On the field stuff, in the weight room, the locker room, you build that character, you build that bond, that team bond that you need on the field.
Are there some guys that you're really like kind of liking playing next to? Some guys you feel like you're really good chemistry with?
All of them. I recently started playing more with Jake, alongside Jake. But all of them, I love playing with all of them.
Coming transfer in the end, and I think you back and forth defensive tackle, linebacker, versus our school. What's been the biggest challenge this fall?
Yeah, intensity. Everything's intense. Everything's fast-paced. Everything about it is on a higher level. That's what I want to be.
Has there been like a moment where you're like, oh, this is a lot different than what I know already?
In a way, not really, but I mean, the intensity is different. Everything about that is different. I mean, football is football.
What is the trait?
It's fast-paced here. It's something about Miami, just the culture about winning. I think everyone has one objective is to win games, and it just comes with the work. So I think the adjustment of just coming here, just having the mentality of like every day I'm putting in work. I think it's a good adjustment for me because I want to be the best version of myself.
What are some of the things that you've been able to bring to that?
I think my just effort. I'm always running to the ball. I think like showing like the young guys like if you don't get the first move right, effort's gonna fix everything after that.
I guess defenses are a lot different that you're being asked to do versus where you were previously.
Yeah. So in this defense, I'm playing the backside end now. Usually I was playing front side end, like the anchor edge. So I was playing like a lot of like 4-tech. Sometimes it was 3-tech, but now I'm like wide 9 or 7 or 5. That helps me
to rush the passer better.
Exactly.
What is so many transfers? What do you guys do to kind of build chemistry as a group?
I think because we're always together, we're always more together. I think just having like going out to dinner together, we're always hanging out. So I think just us being together all the time, just helping us like in the mold and like just become a family.
Were there some of the guys who were here before who helped you guys out as you guys were kind of, I mean, obviously it's a new defense for everyone, but just some guys who kind of helped show the ropes of Miami and that kind of stuff?
I mean, one guy to really look at is Jafari Harvey. He's one of like the leaders that like just shows everyone like the standard and just how Miami Hurricanes are supposed to be, and then I think we all just took that and we're just trying to. Yeah.
He's got to go left, unfortunately. Thanks, Mitchell.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry about that, guys.
Thank you.